What is going on, guys? So here in this video I want to go ahead and talk about offense post-patch. Now, with the recent patch that they put out a few weeks ago, zones were made significantly better than what they were. Before the patch, I was able to come out and tight offset tight end, basically throw a corner out against every single defense that your opponent was in. It was that effective that there was simply no defense in the game that could stop it. There were defenses that could kind of slow it down, but we did have counters for that. And since the patch, I've seen a ton of different posts, and I've gotten a ton of different Twitter messages, and a ton of people hopping in my stream talking about, you know, oh, you can't throw corner routes anymore. They're bagged by, basically everything. And I want to go ahead and kind of kill that narrative. And to do that, I don't want to get into the tight offset tight end in this video because I will be updating the Saints book here in the next day or so. So, for those of you that did purchase the Saints book, I will be showing you how to get those corner routes open, and still basically be able to pass the ball against everything out of New Orleans. But for this video, I want to go ahead and talk about what I personally believe is now the best corner route in Madden. And you see it out of, there's a couple different plays that have it. My favorite one and my favorite scheme at the moment is out of Philadelphia's playbook. And I say it's out of Philadelphia because that is only in the Philadelphia playbook. And the formation is going to be wing flex, single back wing flex. And the play is going to be called PA double digs. You see it up at the top of the screen. So with PA double digs, that corner route that is being ran by that outside tight end will get open against every single thing that your opponent can throw at it. And just to go ahead and show you that, we'll go ahead and we'll run through your typical zone counters that people will use. Or not even zone counters, your typical corner route counters that people will use. So first and foremost, we're going to come out and cover 4. One of the main ways people try to counter corner routes is to base align press. This is something that I had to do a specific video on in the Saints ebook because people were struggling with. So just with that corner route being baseline pressed out there, he typically would play this corner route really well. However, in this video, you'll see that with this corner route, it doesn't work the same way. Now, we have a bunch of different setups out of this Philadelphia scheme. If you guys want to see it, just let us know. I'm sure we can break it down for you guys. But I'm not going to do too much. I just want to focus strictly on this corner route in this video. So you see how the corner route's kind of got this real sharp cut. So you know it's already, with the sharp cut, going to beat man coverage. But watch how it attacks zone, too. So linebackers will kind of shoot out, and you just throw a pass lead down into the outside. So I'll show it against pretty much every type of coverage there is. And you can do this to the short side or the wide side of the field. It honestly doesn't matter. You see, you're going to just throw it down into the outside. Now, it looks like Pollard will drop these sometimes. In-game, you'll drop it significantly less with the possession catch. I don't know why practice mode is different, but for those of you guys that have been paying attention, you guys already know practice mode is kind of different. So yeah, there's that. But basically, as you see, you're just throwing it down and outward pass lead, and you're possession catching it. It'll look like the corner's kind of close to it, but I promise you, you can throw this every single play. You just kind of want to drift a little bit to the right, possession catch it. You'll catch it in game. It's really that simple. And you can do this to the short side or the wide side of the field. It doesn't matter which hash mark you're on. And I'll go ahead and after this play, I'll move it to the opposite hash just so you guys can see. Corner route's never going to get played by the outside corner or the linebacker. So now, here we'll do the same thing, and this time we'll run to the short side. Once again, I'm making no other adjustments to this play, just to show you. And basically, as soon as he passes that linebacker spot, down and outward pass lead, possession catch. It's really that simple. So that was a baseline press cover 4. You will see some people try to do a non-baseline pressed cover 3. This is going to have basically the same type of reaction. You're just going to wait till he passes that linebacker slightly, throw the possession catch. It's going to be open. Once again, that's on Gilmore, one of the best corners in the game. Here, we'll go ahead and just man up the player, right? So a lot of times people, especially if they have good man corners, they will man up the player and move them over top. Now, if they don't move him over top, then he's just going to get crushed. But you can press and move the player over top of a tight end, and as long as they're near the line of scrimmage, they'll press the tight end. Typically, you can't, but this is a way that you can. So you'll notice Gilmore, even with his amazing press ratings against Tony Pollard, of all players, you'll see that Pollard's just going to absolutely cook him, right? So he presses him, breaks to the outside. That time I was so wide open, I wrecked it. But it doesn't get much better than that, guys. I mean, I'm just going to go to the instant replay really quick just to show you. I've done basically everything I can do to stop this one corner out, right? I got a really good press man coverage corner, moved him over top. He still gets burnt. Wide open, easy completion. So now not only can you not run zone, you can't be in a cover 4 or cover 3, you can't man him up. So you basically are going to be forced to run a Tampa 2, and a Tampa 2 will stop this, right? If we don't know it's a Tampa 2. And I say that because if we know it's a Tampa 2, we can simply hot route it, or not hot route it, but smart route it, and it will get open, right? So here's going to be a Tampa 2 with the cloud flat. If you know it's in the Tampa 2, you're simply just going to want to smart route the route, make it go a little bit deeper. You could put a flat route underneath it if you want. You can put a streak by the tight end. Both of them really don't matter. I tend to put the flat just to kind of hold the cloud flat down a little bit more. But you're going to just basically throw a pass lead up, and you'll notice that you pass lead it essentially over the cloud. Now, you do like to do this one to the wide side of the field, right? So once again, I'm going to audible down to Tampa 2. I'm going to go ahead and put a flat underneath, smart route the corner route, and now I'm just going to wait a little bit, pass lead it above the cloud, possession catch. Now it's an easy dot against that too. So here's one route that doesn't require any other adjustment, right? So I put the flat there, so let me just go ahead and show you that you don't need the flat underneath it. So here's going to be the Tampa 2. Going to smart route that corner route, block the running back, nothing going underneath, and you'll notice it just doesn't matter. You just throw the pass lead above it, possession, easy dot. So now you have one route that your opponent has to manually guard. And this is a run-heavy formation, right? So you have a stretch. You have other good passing plays, like quick slants. I mean, PA wide drag wheel. You have 4 verts with, and the best part, you're one click to the left away from having your wing flex close offense. So you can't run man. You already know that. 4 verticals, you can look at Gallup's route running, his vertical route, and see that that's a touchdown. So you have so many different things that can attack the defense. For having one play that nobody even knows about in this one, you have a route that your opponent's going to have to go sit on.